Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing a tier list of the best cards that are a buyout in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM, which if you don't know what buyout means, that means cards that cost less than 100,000 MT you can directly buy, you don't have to bid on. I will say it's really disappointing looking at this list how few elite cards there really are for a buyout in MyTEAM, but there are some good ones on this list, and we're going to talk about which ones are the good ones and which ones not so much from this list. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Hopefully this video is helpful for y'all. There are a couple of decent cards at least at every single position on this list, so we got some good cards for sure. But Damian Lillard's gonna be the first one on this list. I'm putting him C tier. The honest truth is Dame is a very fun offensive card who's a complete liability defensively. The only reason I don't have him D tier is because I do think there are a couple of point guards worse, but the lack of defense on him is really a killer. He's like low C. I just think he's fun to use offensively, which means I'm being a little bit generous and not putting him D tier. But you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm looking at this list. How many cards in this list are actually worse than him? Not many. I'm sorry. He's got to go D tier. He's fun to use, but the lack of defense kills him entirely. Anthony Parker's not bad. He does solid all-around stats and badges. He's got a good jumper, decent escape. He's got like 85 driving dunk, good shooting, good defense. Like overall, he's a solid card. He's not insane, but he's definitely a good option. I think B tier is completely fair for him. Mike Dunleavy, great shooter, has Curry slide, but is not particularly impressive defensively. I don't think stats and badge-wise he's quite good enough besides the shooting ability to be a great card, but he has a 6'10 small forward with an elite jumper and Curry slide, and that provides value. I'll go B tier with him as well. Gus Gerard is actually going to go S tier for me. This card is a 6'8" shooting guard who also has the Curry slide, but he's more complete stat and badge-wise than a Dunleavy is. He's like Dunleavy if Dunleavy was a little better defensively, had more badges, all that type of stuff. I think this Gus Gerard's really good. I think he's S tier. Nikola Vucevic, I know he's slow, but he's a good pick and pop big. I think he's probably A tier, mostly because the big man position is the weakest position for a buyout, 100%. I actually think there's a chance, if you're looking for a pick and pop big anyway, probably the best center you can get is Nikola Vucevic. As crazy as that is to say, I know he's slow, but he's got like very good shooting and I mean, I guess semi-competent defense. Maybe I'm gas. I'm putting him B. I'm sorry. I just don't think we can have a, we're not going to probably have a big higher than B on this list realistically. Like Naz Reid, I guess at power forward it might be A tier, but he's not an A tier center. He's 6'9". He's got a good jumper. Very good jumper, actually. He's a solid finisher. He's not a bad defender, but he's not an amazing one. He's got like 80 speed. He's not bad, but he's not insane. But at 6'9", he's not a center. He's more of a power forward. So it's like, I think he's a decent card. I think probably low A, but wouldn't put him higher than that. CP got nerfed so bad today with the lack of, with how much worse fades are now, because I'm going to be honest, his standstill jumper isn't that great. SIGs are nice, but his fade had no delay to both sides. And honestly, I feel like that was what made him great, was how tough he was to stop from getting to those fades in the mid-range and from the three-point line. He's a 6-foot point guard who doesn't really dunk and isn't a spectacular defender. I mean, his stats and badges are good, but he's 6 foot. I'm sorry, CP, but this patch killed him today. I think he's C tier. Doug Christie, I mean, you could argue S if you wanted to. I wouldn't be mad at you if you did, to be totally honest. He's, I don't think he's quite there. I mean, offensively, defensively, he's really nice though. Very versatile, very switchable. He's got a great standstill catch and shoot jumper as well, and he's got Pro 2 fade, but that's not nearly as helpful as it was yesterday. Now, I still actually like the card. He just doesn't have any SIGs at all. I think he's like either high A or low S. I do think he's very solid though. Rudy LaRusso, 6'8" power forward. I like this card stat and badge wise. He's better than Naz Reid is. He's got really nice stats and badges and a good jumper. He's just undersized at power forward. That being said, on this list, I still think he's probably A tier. So Julius Randle plays no defense. His jumper's nice and he's a decent finisher, but his defense is just so darn mediocre, and he's not that big of a power forward at only 6'8". I think C tier is fair. Del Curry is a great shooter, but I'd rather have Anthony Parker. More versatile defender, overall a better card. Del's a great shooter, but he doesn't do enough otherwise to be a great card. Sean Livingston is a 6'7" point guard. Unfortunately, he's got like a 63 ball, so his 3-ball rating is pretty darn low. Jumper's actually not that bad, but he's not an insane finisher either. I think like low B is probably as high as I could go with him. Him and Dunleavy are definitely lower B tier guys to me. Jeff Rulin's actually better than this Vucevic card at everything except for release. He's like mid 70s or high 70s speed, can shoot okay, can finish all right, pretty well rounded, 6'11" big. I mean, he's not bad. And again, it's a position that is not loaded at all for under 100K. So I actually think I'm going to go A tier with Jeff Rulin. I know he's not a huge name, but the card's not bad. John Collins. I really like his finishing ability. I don't think his jumper's bad. He's not a great defender though, and he's not uber crazy fast. I don't know. I do like his jumper, and I do think his finishing is nice. I guess I'll go low B, just like Dunleavy and Livingston. I think that's fair. Mike Conley, I'm sorry, I can't stand his jumper, and he's only like 6 foot in his own right. He is a capable-ish slasher, but I just don't like his jump shot. I'm not using a card as jumper I dislike that much. CJ McCollum, if you add D badges, isn't D. He's got a really good jumper. And decent movement as well, but he does need some defensive badges. I think you could argue D for sure, but I'm gonna go low C for CJ McCollum because I do like his offense. I think he's pretty fun to use. Shane Battier, 6'8", but jumper's a little weird, a little bit hitchy this year. It doesn't do anything off the dribble either, so not a card that I personally am gonna say is actually great. 6'8" defender is nice, but the jumpers leaves a little bit to be desired. I think another low B-ish guy who's with that Dunleavy, Livingston, Collins group. Reggie Lewis, great slasher, which is obviously additional value now today. He has a good smooth jumper, only like a 73 through ball, but he's a pretty good defender. And with the additional slashing ability that he, the slash ability he has compared to most of the guys below him, in addition to the value of that slashing from today and the patch that they did, I think it's probably A tier, or low A anyway, for Reggie Lewis. Same can probably be said for Marvin Williams. Great jumper, good finisher, needs a couple D badges, but if you were to add like on-ball minutes and a couple other things to him, he's a really solid defender as well. He's 6'9", but has a good player build, small forward position, so he's already got good height and he's got a good player build on top of it. I think he's nice. I think A tier. Tim Duncan, I can't stand this card. He can't shoot threes. He's not that fast. I'm not impressed at all. I think he's so mid. But honestly, every center on this list is mid. So it's like, I mean, he's a good interior finisher. He's got decent speed. He's a good defender. I almost feel like he can't go D tier, but I don't like the card very much. Mario Zonia, love his pick and pop ability, his jumper as well. If you put on-ball minutes on him, incredible shooter and slasher. Doesn't have SIGs, but just get on-ball minutes and a couple of the defensive badges on him, and he is a special option. Really solid for sure. Bradley Beal's a fun offensive card. He's a good scorer. He's 6'4", and he's actually not that horrible defensively either, but he's not a great defensive card at all. He's also, again, like I said, 6'4", so a bit undersized at the shooting guard position. I think he goes A tier. I think he goes B tier. Jim Paxson is another 6'6" point guard who would be a lot better if he had a better jumper. His stats and badges are nice, but his jumper is hideous. I'll go B with him. If he had a good shot, he'd be so much higher. If he had a really good shot, he might be S tier. He's a legitimately solid card, but that unfortunately, that's just not it. Michael Cooper, if you like, again, 3 and D wings, he's another very good one. He's a great catch and shoot jumper with a great defensive ability and a little bit of dunking ability. Not gonna do anything off the dribble, not a special card, but good jumper, good defender is useful. Vlade Divac, I mean, he is 7'1", but he only has like 60 something speed, which is annoying. I think realistically, I think I'll go high C with Vlade Divac. And honestly, I think I'm moving Livingston down because he's too limited as a shooter as well. So I think we're making those adjustments. Glenn Robinson, our second S tier, 6'7", but has legitimate SIGs, the small forward position, very complete stats and badges as well. He's legitimately nice. I'm a fan. Derek Harper, also a fan. 6'4" PG, legitimately solid defensively. He's one of the better point guards on this list. If you want a guy who can compete, I think Derek Harper's a good one. Billy Knight, I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna go S tier with him anymore. If the pro fade was still good, I would, but his jumper's really nice. His defense isn't bad, but he has pro fade, and I think fades again are just not that exciting anymore. So I think I go A tier with him as well. AD is so he's better than Vlade, probably a little bit faster, competent shooter, and his jumper's nice, but he doesn't have insane stats and badges this year. They didn't soup up this Gems of the Game or Wild Gems AD. I think he's fine, but I don't think he's anything great. Detlef Schrempf is like Mike Dunleavy with a worse jumper. I think I'll go high C with him. Just not a big fan. I mean, the jumper's kind of ugly. He's not very good. Mikal Bridges is a great defender, but his jumper is hideous, and I mean hideous. Not a fan at all. I think I'm going to move him down. I think I'm moving Duncan with his non-shooting down as well. That feels reasonable to me. Kendall Gill has a 95 driving dunk and great defense and Pro 2 fade, which is nice from the mid-range still. Obviously from three-point line, not as much, but I mean, I think he's probably the best shooting guard you can get for 100K. It's either him or Gus Gerard, but I'll put him S tier nonetheless. Obi Toppin, same story. Another S tier, 6'9" power forward, but a great shooter with a good release, who's great slashing as well. He's really good too. Juwan Howard, low-key almost S2 himself, to be honest. He's 6'10" with a pretty good jumper, good finisher, 79 3-ball, decent speed. Like, he's solid, and honestly at 6'10", he's actually got decent size too to play, like, he for the small forward position especially. Power forward position, it's more normal, but I think I'll go low S with him too, low-key. And then Damari Carroll's a no-brainer S tier. This card's 6'8", great jumper, same jumper as Al Harrington has at the small forward position, and also like 90+ defense across the board. His stats are impressive. He's another S tier for me. Byron Scott, Low-key, probably the best point guard on this list. He's 6'4". He's got Pro 2 fade. He's got okay slashing, and he's got good defense too. I think he's the best point guard on this list. I'm going to go S tier with him as well. Jerry Stackhouse, mid jumper and horrible defense. I think he stinks. Daryl Dawkins is a more physical, athletic Tim Duncan, better dunker. Has a 63 ball too, which is a bit higher. He's still not great, but I think he's at least like mid C tier or something along those lines. Brandon Jennings, I'm sorry, fun card, but just does not cut it defensively in the slightest. He's got to go D tier. Jack Marin. We've got several S tier shooting guards. I think they have room for one more though. 6'6", Curry escape, good jump shot, solid stats and badges as well. Again, a lot of shooting guards, a lot of guards in general in the S tier, but I think Jack Marin is another one who is deserving. Nate McMillan, I'm not going to go S, but I will go A. Similar to a Derek Harper, he's 6'5", he's a good defender, he's got an okay jumper. He's not a special card, but if you need somebody cheap who can fill a hole defensively, especially at the point guard position at 6'5", he's a nice option. Can't stand Michael Redd's jumper. I know his stats and badges are half decent, but on principle, I'm putting him D tier. His jumper is so bad, I think he stinks. Ron Harper, I'm putting him C tier. If he had a higher 3-ball than a 70, I think I'd have him B tier. Low key, I almost want to put him B tier anyway. In fact, I'm going to, because Jim Paxson's got a higher 3-ball rating, but his jumper's way worse. I think Ron Harper in B tier is completely fair. Scotty Barnes, I'll go B with him as well. Jumper could be a little better. Stats and badges are solid though. He's not a bad card. I think Marvin Williams is definitely better at small forward position, but he's not bad at all. I think you could even put him in A tier if you wanted to. I'm put him high B for now though. Nene, 70-ish 3-ball. Honestly, him and Ruland are both like, they're underwhelming, but I feel like nobody at the big man spot isn't. I'm going to move Ruland down too. You know what I mean? I think I just got to. There's no good bigs. That's the unfortunate truth. For under 100K, there really isn't. Nene's not horrible. Ruland's not horrible. Nas is too small, but I don't know. Jay Rich, if you love slashing, you like a little bit of shot creation, like I've said, a lot of guards in the S tier. Jay Rich is going to give us yet another one of those. Definitely another really, really good card. So, good slasher, solid jumper, just overall good card. LaFonso Ellis, our 10th S tier of the video. 29 total badges as a base card, and a 95 driving dunk, and a good jumper is impressive stuff. I think he's S tier. Tyrone Hill, I'll go A tier with him. He's 78 speed, 84 3-ball, 6'9", can shoot the ball, 90 driving dunk, 78 3-ball, I'm sorry, 84 speed, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, can shoot, can dunk really, really well. Again, probably too undersized for the center position, but at the power forward position, the physicality he's got, the defense that he's got, he's got like 92 interior and pretty good perimeter defense. He's pretty laterally capable. I have not used his jumper, so I'm not 100% sure what that looks like, but he looks like a solid A tier guy to me. ML Carr, if you love 3 and D, he's a nice option. Probably wouldn't put him S tier, but really solid, smooth, easy jumper. A little bit of a low 3-ball rating at only 78, but great defensive card. Provides value if nothing else. And then Dunktober, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, to be totally honest, he's a great slasher, but he doesn't have the SIGs to truly be an extremely elite card. I think I am going to put Doug Christie in S tier, by the way, because he ain't that far behind. No, I'm not. We're going to do it like this. This is going to be the tier list. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Hopefully 2K drops some more centers soon who people can get for attainable amounts or for cheap, because like we just need a budget center really bad. Even the budget quote unquote centers like Mo Bamba and DeAndre Ayton are very expensive. So it's kind of annoying, but I hope this video did help you out, especially if y'all are newer to my team, trying to fill a hole in your team, whatever the case may be. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.